Hey there, welcome to my presentation. What is my presentation about? Well, let's have a look, shall we? I can kindly direct your attention to the screen. Fossil fuels and our environment. Why should we care? Slide, please. Well, let's ask ourselves, what is a fossil fuel? Well, a fossil fuel is a natural fuel. It can be coal, gas, oil, and it's made from the remains of living organisms, okay? Now, they contain a massive amount of carbon. Carbon is pretty important in our day-to-day lives, but a lot of carbon, not such a good thing. But we get these fossil fuels from drilling and mining. Slide, please. So, how is fossil fuel released, you ask? Well, I anticipated that question and answered it on my slides up there. Carbon dioxide, or fossil fuels, can be released by driving our cars, by mining, making plastic, and there is plastic everywhere. Just have a look around. There's going to be something plastic within 6 feet of you. It's released by farming, which is how we get our meat and our milk. And it's also released by forestry. So trees hold a lot of carbons in them, and when they're deforested and burnt, a whole bunch is let off into the atmosphere. As you can see there, the Batmobile probably releases a lot of carbon dioxide. Slide, please. Now, who cares? Really, who cares if there's a lot of carbon or carbon dioxide in the atmosphere? Well, our ozone layer cares. And that means that you should care. You see, essentially what happens is carbon dioxide is known as a greenhouse gas. And that pretty much destroys our ozone layer. In fact, over New Zealand during the summertime, we have no ozone. And that's why we have high rates of skin cancer, which is not a good thing. So as you can see there, someone's got a massive sunburn on their feet. I used to get this as a lifeguard, and it really sucks going home at the end of the day and having to put aloe vera cream on your toes. It hurts, like shoes just don't happen when you've got a sunburnt foot. Slide, please. Fossil fuels also have a pretty bad effect on our land as well. It pollutes our soil, meaning that the food that grows from our soil is not very good for us. It can kill animals, and we like animals, we have them as pets. We eat them, not the pets, but like other animals. And it also changes our landscape, makes a lot of landslips and really not good things. And it can deplete our soils of nutrients, which help plants grow. Slide, please. It also has a pretty nasty effect on our oceans. Now, our oceans are pretty important. It's where the fish live. Fish are pretty cool. It's also where the majority of our breathable oxygen comes from, is from green phytoplankton in the ocean. If our oceans are polluted, we lose most of our breathable oxygen, where it comes from. It makes the water a bit acidy, and it breaks down corals and entire reef systems. In fact, they reckon by 2050, most of the coral reefs around the world will be destroyed by ocean acidification. No seafood, no oxygen, it's just bad news. Slide, please. So, why should we care about fossil fuels and our environment? Well, we like our health. They can be poisonous to us, and that can adversely affect our health. We like our lives, essentially. Our food is going to be affected. Our children will live in a very different world if we don't stop putting fossil fuels around. Our Wellington will be affected. Slide, please. Fossil fuels can be a killer. There's scientific proof, hard evidence, that it can cause asthma, which makes it hard to breathe, can poison us, cancer, skin cancer and otherwise as well, and it can lead to early death, which is not ideal. Slide, please. But fossil fuels are so handy. Yeah, we use them for everything. They're cheap. It helps make money. It helps fuel big business, which can sometimes, in some cases, lead to corrupt governments. But, we're scared of change as well. We've had electric cars. The technology's been there since, I'd say, 60 years, 70 years. But we've been so dependent on oil and petrol that it's a tradition now. Slide, please. So what can we do? Just walk. You don't need to drive down to the shops to pick up your pie in the weekends. Just walk. Use less plastic. Buy local products. Go to your Sunday fruit and veggie market. Recycle. And become an activist. Make some change in your life and maybe even your community. Slide, please. This slide is just a list of references, just where I got some of the pictures and stuff from. Hope you enjoyed. Presenter out.